Oh my god, you can see my tan. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Julia here, back with another video, and welcome all of my new subscribers. We finally hit 10,000 and I love you guys so much. We're gonna do a 20 facts about me. I have 650 videos on this channel and I have not done this simple thing. So yeah, let's just get right into it. We're also gonna be doing my makeup. As you can see, my neck is not matching my face. These aren't in any particular order. I'm just gonna go through them. I'm in my studying grind right now and I just missed you guys, so I'm just doing something simple today. So let's start with the basics. My name is Julia. I grew up in Massachusetts. I currently still live here. I'm 21 years old and I'm studying real estate. A side note is that I've already failed the exam a few times. Never back down, never what? I've never been good at school, never been good at that shit. I am a waitress. That is my main job occupation type of thing, and I absolutely love the hustle for money. Don't get me wrong though, actually I'll let you know the tea. Last night my table's check was $100 and they left me $0 as a tip. Yeah, it's not all fun butterflies and rainbows, and sometimes you want to kill people. Other than that, it's fine. I had a channel before this one, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I tried to get my friend group together. It was called Baj, and then it was like Bajie. It was just our initials together, and I would be the one, like, I wanted to be like a O2L, the friend group. Like, I just wanted that so bad, so I dragged my friends into my little YouTube dream. It didn't work out, but now we have like hilarious videos of each other when we were 13 years old. So I've always loved editing. This is also another embarrassing come up. I used to be, you know those fan pages that make edits of their idols? That was me. I had one of them for this dancer, Autumn Miller. I still look up to her till this day, and that one kind of like got a following. And then I had another like fan account for freaking Rice Gum and Leafy is Here. With all that cringe aside, I think it shows like I always had a passion for editing things. I'm just editing myself now. Another thing, my love for first-person shooter games began on Roblox. Like another cringe like origin story. Yeah, I used to be addicted to Roblox. There was this game called Phantom Forces that was just, oh, it was perfect. I freaking loved it. And then I found out what Call of Duty was, and that's like how this entire channel began. I live in an apartment, and I actually used to be really embarrassed about living in an apartment. You know, when you were like going through puberty and everything was embarrassing to you, it was just one of those things. Like, none of my friends lived in an apartment, so I thought it was just like, I don't know, I just hated it. It was so embarrassing to me, but like obviously I grew out of that. I said I have a lot of passions, but my main dream is to be a mom. So number one, I don't want it to sound like I want to be a stay-at-home mom, because I also love working. Like, I love hustling for my own money. I have a baby. I probably want to be a stay-at-home mom for like a few years and then get back into work. My ideal, I don't know why, I used to never want kids, but like I want minimum 3. I just want my house to be so fun and chaotic and crazy, like, but obviously spaced out so that it's not too overwhelming. Yeah, I think my main dream in life is to just be a mom. I said I'm a hopeless romantic with old-fashioned love. I wanted some juicy ones in here, you know, not about like how many fucking cats that I had growing up. I grew up in a very traditional-ish house. Like, my father has been the income for almost my whole life, I think. Like, my mom had little pizza delivering jobs when I was a kid and stuff, and my mom just took care of us, so it's a very traditional. I don't fully want to live that way when I'm older, but I am very much attracted to like the man can provide if needed to, you know. I think a lot of girls are on the same page with like, we want them to open the door for us 70% of the time, like the car door, and hold our bags and make us feel respected, you know. Like, what the frick is this thing? Maybelline, what the hell? Good days. I wanted to like be more juicy. So like, my freaking backstory with dating is crazy. I used to do online dating. I used to be in a long distance relationship. Wild. That shit's crazy. And I was too young to be taking it that seriously. Y'all might remember Dakota. Like, y'all, I used to post with him. Mans was so toxic. Like, he set the bar so low that I think it's kind of affected my dating right now. I literally met somebody on Black Ops 3 and dated them for over a year. I met them in real life 3 times. And like, honestly, overall, it was good. He just didn't really treat me right. Like, ew, I was like dating. Like, ew, that's so gross. I think it's so funny that I will call Dakota once a year and I'll be like, are you still alive? Yes or no? I'm like, okay, bye. I found God in 2020 of senior year. I used to not have a religion and not believe in anything, but this song came on the radio and it was a Christian song. It was like something was telling, it was literally on the radio. It wasn't even on my Spotify. And when I tell you, like, it felt like my soul, it felt like just like all the weight on my shoulders just lifted off and like gave me hope just from listening to one song. What was that? I started crying. Yeah, so that's when I kind of started my journey with that, but obviously I'm not perfect. So that's that. I don't know. I've mastered saving money and I want to teach others. I can't even express how much. I don't know if I would become a financial advisor. It might be a little bit stressful for me because the basics are easy. I definitely want to motivate others to save their money. The housing market is no joke right now. You want a house, you need to have like 25 grand or you're not getting that house. Like, it's so unfair to what like our parents grew up with. It's ridiculous. And I think if you're in your 20s right now, you should not be spending money like it's nothing. Another fact about me is I have an older brother and he's basically my business partner. It's so funny how all we talk about, I mean, we talk about like sibling stuff too. It's mainly investments and Roth IRAs and when we get this apartment complex handed to us, what we're gonna do with it and like rehab loans. My brother's literally my business partner. And we haven't even started any businesses yet, but so, ooh, I knew I would never go to college in like 6th grade. I knew when I like was young. I remember sitting in a 6th grade math class. I was late to school and I'm reading the math book and I'm like looking forward in the math book and it's when it turns into like letters and shit. And that was my moment. It was like a squared equals b squared and I was like, no, baby. No, it was like, there's no way I'm going to college. Tearing up and the teacher was like, are you okay? Yeah, I knew very, very young that I don't give a, I'll pass my classes and that's it. But now I do realize like the purpose of school was to make you a disciplined and motivated individual. And the reason you had 7 classes is to really just like keep you on your feet and keep you going. On the other hand, I'm like, why are you teaching me this bullshit? So I wrote down, I used to have social anxiety and anxiety with like food. Oh my goodness, I could not talk to anybody. Growing up was so awkward. Oh my gosh, I had this period of my life that I didn't even want to talk to my family because I was just so anxious and like everything was so tight. My social anxiety was so bad that when my uncle would like come over to visit, because he lives literally right next door, I would like hide in my room and I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. It's like I didn't know how to talk to anybody. I'm the complete opposite now. Being a waitress, I have no social anxiety. I talk to strangers all freaking day. And when it comes to like my family members, I tell my uncle all the tea. All of it, and he's like, girl, boy problems, he knows. Same thing with my aunt. Literally, I'm an open book. I don't shut up now, but like growing up was so hard. And then I'll also touch on the food anxiety that I had. Growing up, I was a skinny little thing, and you know, when you're a kid, you're a little bit skinnier because you're a child. Every single day, I swear there was a comment about my weight and how I should eat more, even when I was literally 7 years old. So this really took a toll on my mental, and I felt like when I was eating, everybody was looking at me to see if I was eating enough, if that makes sense. And then it turned into I just couldn't eat in front of strangers, in front of almost anybody. So then we go to this thing called Camp fucking Borndale, where I have the biggest mental breakdown of my life because I'm a picky eater. I guess my teacher thought I had anorexia. No, I freaking love eating, but just give me some privacy. My family, not once we had like a family dinner together at the table. I never like learned how to eat in front of people, because it's true, when you're not eating, like people say something and people, oh, are you gonna eat more? Do you not like it? Oh, you need some meat on your bones. Yeah, freaking trauma that can cause in your brain is so bad. And if you're going through something like that, it gets better. I wrote down I did chorus for 4 years. Not gonna lie, senior year though, I barely showed up once. Picture me Christmas caroling to classroom. That's what it was. I prefer working over fun. I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to go drink. I want to make money. I said I'm currently saving for a rental property. I think the best thing you can do for yourself is before you buy your dream home and get suffered in debt, you should buy a rental property so that you can live in your dream home stress-free. Like I said earlier, my dad has always been the breadwinner, and 1 year his business burnt down. So this was probably the turning point of my childhood, because like we went from having like a good amount of money, like things were comfortable, to having not nothing, but like it's never been the same. We got it fixed up and stuff, and he still works there now and everything, but like it's never been the same. And like everything with my childhood, I was raised with like, I think I've been secondhand smoking my entire life. Like my parents just smoke in the house. They've always smoked around me, and I still have to deal with it to this day. And it sucks. Like that smell just like sucks. I don't know. And then the drinking too, that I'm surrounded with like addiction. Like in a way, like obviously I can't really escape it, but I think it's taught me a lot to be cautious about my actions right now and my future. Like no, I'm not gonna drink every weekend. Even once a month, like I can't risk my future like that, and I see what it does to people's future. I see it every day, and it sucks. I don't have any control over it, but like I can control me. Remember to get your money up and not your funny up, and I will see you guys in the next video.